Hi, Aries. Welcome to your bonus read for the week. I'm going to be taking a look at the person on your mind and what they're hiding from you. I'm going to pull 3 cards to start, clarify each card to give us some more insight. And at the end of your reading, I'm going to pull 3 messages plus 1 bonus message from this person of what they're holding back from telling you. Now, these might be things you want to hear, things you might not want to hear, and answers to questions you possibly have, but we will get that at the end. This is general. It may not resonate for everyone. If it does, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. It helps me to pick up on your energy for all future reads. And please remember that time is fluid, so this could be something that happened in your past, currently in your present, or coming up in your future. So let's go ahead and take a look at the person on Aries' mind. What are they hiding from Aries? Person on Aries' mind, what are they hiding from Aries? Wow. Okay. So, Aries, this person, what they're hiding from you is the fact that they're in limbo right now with the hangman coming out, then the sun, the wheel of fortune. These are some major things happening for them. They're in limbo about their happiness, if things are growing and wonderful, and if this is their destiny. Is it going to last? The Four of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck right here. So, this person does have some things that they are holding on to. Also, that they want a little bit of their own time to think about things. So this is what they're holding back. This is what they're hiding from you. We're going to go ahead and clarify that, hangman. Yeah, they feel they got themselves in a situation where now if this is something personal to them and has nothing to do with you, it's something they're going through and it makes it feel like you just can't get through to this person, because with the hangman, it's clarified by the temperance card. There's a lot of major things happening in this person's life where they are hiding certain things that are really big. This isn't just, today I'm not feeling good, tomorrow I'll be better or I'll try. These are big reflections, and major arcanas are, long-term things. It's all about what they're attracting as well, but they are in limbo about if there's harmony, if there is a balance, feeling that they got themselves in a situation, trying to figure it out, trying to find that balance, coming up with some new desires and interests here, passions, maybe trying to keep themselves busy. But if this is also with you, I'm going to say that this person is in limbo about if things are really balanced between the two of you. Even though they feel good when they're around you, they're questioning if this is more about physical intimacy. Is it just the passion that we have between Aries and I, or is there something more there? And so they're kind of going back and forth on this. And let's go ahead and clarify the sun. And we have the 10 of Cups that comes out in a 50-50 energy. So when it comes to their happiness, with them being genuinely happy, there's a lack of. Now, it could be that they are trying to appear happy, but they've gone through a divorce. If this is something with you and them, which I'm kind of picking up a little bit for some of you, that this person in limbo about the situation, wanting to work things out, but feeling that it can't, and that this relationship is broken or the foundation is not well. There's also the fact that they're going through something where they're feeling things aren't growing for them, are not thriving for them. The excitement and happiness underneath it is definitely a struggling foundation of relationships, or just, looking at things that, maybe they feel they're going to lose financially, or they're going through a financial struggle. Also, some of you, this person was married, but it looks like they have gone through that loss. Whether this is they still miss the person that they were married to, that is still here, or they've actually gone through grieving the loss of this person and lost them in a tragedy. And so they might still be recovering from that. And it almost feels like if they are going through a tragic loss in that way, what they're struggling with, Aries, is to accept that happiness still exists for them. It's hard whenever you lose someone to feel like you can be happy without them, meaning, is it fair for me to be happy when they're not here? So there is that. But also, this person, they show excitement when they're with you, but underneath also they're not sure about relationships, because they they come from a background as well, like their home life. They didn't have a lot of support. They didn't have a lot of love. They really struggle with that. And so they feel like, do I even have what it takes to be in a relationship? There's a lot of things that goes through this person's mind. Let's go ahead and clarify that Wheel of Fortune. And we do have the Two of Swords that comes out. So when it comes to, luck, excitement, joy, and blessings, they're not seeing that because they're overthinking. They're looking too far into overthinking the things that could be negative with this Page of Swords, or even spying as well. If there's a lack of trust within this person because of what they've gone through, their foundation not being strong enough, or feeling some insecurities, they could also be spying on you. But it's a struggle within themselves. It's something that they're trying to work through. But I also do see, the blessings that they're receiving, they're not looking at it that way as a blessing, because there's a lot of things that they look at, or they receive some bad news as well. It wasn't the greatest, it wasn't the worst, but it's, some bad news that they received. So they're like, how can this be good if I'm going through this? So let's go ahead and get some messages from this person. And also, if this is Aries, somebody that you are separated from, for those of you that are separated, them wanting to work things out, they're in limbo about how that would happen. They do see that you've been happy without them. And also they feel that this relationship is broken. There's a lack of support, and that your happiness, they're trying to dismiss it by not looking at it, but they do miss you. I just don't see them making the change to come to you and fix things if they had that opportunity, if you gave them that opportunity, because they're in their mind that, they feel left out in the cold. They can't come in from the cold, and just feeling it's like a sense of depression where you feel everybody goes through it some time in their life, one time or many times, where you feel you can't fix something. It's beyond your control. And that's where they're feeling like, I can't fix this. I don't know how to. So let's go ahead and get some messages. Is this person holding back from telling Aries? So I am getting a mixture of messages. Remember, it is general and it is not a personal reading, even though sometimes it can feel like a personal reading for those of you. And I'm so happy that you really connect with the readings, even if it's giving you some really deep insight to things that might not feel so great. I hope that you're finding the answers and it's helping you to clear up some unanswered questions and provide you with a little bit of relief or release, so that way you can continue to grow in your life. It's so important. So the first thing that comes out, and I'm seeing this as someone you're separated with, it could also be somebody you're with if they feel they crossed the line with you. So I know that I crossed the line with you, in limbo about it, trying to make things right. And so if you are still dealing with this person, went through a situation where you felt they did cross the line with you, how to make that whole, they don't know, they feel at a loss, they don't know how to fix it. What do I do? And when it comes to true happiness, they're questioning that happiness. It's almost like, do I deserve this? Can I sustain it? Feeling like you might be a little bit out of their league as well. But I do see that they are really in limbo about how to bring happiness back to a situation that feels broken here. And you might not want to talk to them at this time. So just being near you is intoxicating. And this is something, they really thrive off of your energy. You bring excitement and joy to them, but they have to also want that within themselves, and they have to also feel that within themselves. Relying on somebody else's energy to make the other person happy is not providing self-happiness. And so when that person isn't there, the codependency of, I need that person, I love the way it feels, they make me feel good. What that person is lacking is making themselves feel good and understanding the mature way to handle things, like when someone's not around, or, y'all have to work, or, I don't know, some of you travel for work as well. You need a very strong person as they need a very strong person in a different way. You'll have different, you want a strong person that can be independent on their own when you're not around. They want you as a strong person to be there and support them whenever they feel down. But like I said, self-love and care, if they work on those things within themselves, you will see a change in this person if you want to give them another chance, or if you want to fix the issue that is there. Now, if you are not having issues with this person, but they have been very closed off, they're feeling down. They're just, they need a pick me up. You are their pick me up. Being near you makes them feel really good. They feel happy. But going through a tough situation of not feeling completely stable, and like I said, that could also be financial situations of having debt or feeling that they're going to have a lot of debt coming up. It's just something they're dealing with. So I left when I saw you with someone. And now this is not for everyone, but I do see this coming out as, the person that you are separated from, because I do see a break here. It's a separation, giving things a rest to find a balance and kind of heal. But this person crossed the line with you by assuming that you were with somebody else, is what I'm seeing. And they really care about you, but it's to the point that they depend on you, and the codependency of the other person, it can really feel like, I don't have a partner, I have a child, or I have a parent, or whatever. And in a partnership, it has to be, equal. So you came closer than anyone. Okay, this person does have some residual pain from, whether it was their upbringing and their parents got divorced and they never had a really stable foundation, but you make them feel amazing. They got to the point of feeling insecure, maybe backed off as well, giving things a break, because they're not telling you that, they're struggling with the fact, well, you were with somebody else, I guess you want to be with someone else. If they want to be with you, they got to stand up, they got to fight for what they want, but not physically, not causing drama, but just communication. Talking about things can resolve a lot of unanswered questions and issues that are being, what am I trying to say? Imagined in the mind that might not necessarily be real. And you coming closer than anyone, they feel they could have had something really special with you. There's also, the lack of foundation that this person had growing up has made them feel, this insecurity of no one ever stays, people just leave. And so, these are some really deep things that they are holding back. And for some time, they've been going through, questioning the happiness, and is this meant to be? Is this my destiny? Is this what I want? Is this something that we can have together? It sounds like they just are hurting. But at the bottom of the deck, I bury myself in work to forget you. And so those of you going through a separation, not talking right now, or wondering what's going on with your person, Aries. So them seeing somebody, and this is, I left when I saw you with someone, could be you were tagged in a post online. They could have seen you with a friend. It could have been a cousin. It could have been someone else. But wherever they saw you, they, instead of going up to you and saying, hey, how's it going? They left. So they retreated, and they will not talk about it. If you ask them, they're going to be like, what? No. I never saw any of that. And they're trying to forget that for some time, that you were with somebody else, or that you appear happier. And it feels like a group of friends as well, but they were really geared towards someone in specific that you were talking to, laughing with, or saw a picture of you and a group of people and assumed you must have been with somebody else. But like I said, these are some things that come from a really deep hurt place, and some of it is from a relationship coming out of a divorce, a foundation that was built with cracks in it as they grew up, and not having that support, seeing their parents go through struggle, and or even friends as well, and not wanting to go through feeling inadequate, or feeling the loss of someone. But there's also the fact that if they are grieving the loss of someone, being near you makes things amazing. But I feel like whoever they were with that they actually lost and they're no longer here, that's been really hard. That was somebody that they had forever and ever and ever in their life, or they had a very deep, close connection to them, relationship with them. And so this feels like starting over, not knowing how to date or how to be in a relationship with anybody else because this other person knew them so well. But this is what I have for you, Aries. If it resonates, go ahead and hit that like button. I will see you in your next reading coming up. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.